Hello and welcome to this video tutorial for the song Moonshadow by Cat Stevens. This is a really fun song to play and it's in the key of C, so it'll have a lot of familiar chords for you. Let's take a zoom in and take a look at what those chords are. Alright, we're in the key of C here, so just a reminder, here's your C chord, here's your F chord, and your G7, or usual suspect as I like to say. But in this one we also have a D minor chord, which is sort of like an F chord that you add that ring finger behind to on the second fret of C. It sounds like this. Nice and sad and minor-like. And the other one is A minor, also a pretty typical chord that we like to have in the key of C. And that's all you need. Alright, let's take a look at the chord chart now and look at the chord progressions for the different sections of the song. I'm referring to my chord chart right here. You can download one on my website, or you may have one from a class already. And as I take a look, the first thing I notice is that I've got a bunch of chords that are 4 beats long, but a lot of them, most of them, are actually 2 beats long. So I know there's going to be a lot of left hand motion in this song. So I'm just going to prepare myself for that. And as I take a look, I notice that there's a chorus and there are a bunch of verses. So let's look at the breakdown of the chorus first. As you'll see there, we've got a C chord for 4 beats, so we can do 4 strums on that. Let's try it. Ready, and 1, 2, 3. Then I go to F for 2, 1, and right back to C, and then back to F, then G7, and back to C for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next line, you'll notice, is exactly the same. So let's try it all together. Ready, and second line. 1, 2, 3. To F, back to C, and back to F, and then G7, close out to C, and 1, 2, 3. Let's try the words here. I'm being followed, F by a moon, C, shadow, F, moon, G7, shadow, moon, C, shadow, second line. Leaping and hopping on a moon, shadow, moon, shadow, moon, shadow. So you kind of see how that falls together. When we play the song, we'll probably take it a little bit faster, so make sure you're really familiar with that progression before you move on. Now when you get to the verse, it's pretty much all 2-beat chords, so let's take a look at it. The first line in verse 1, I start off on F, and I'm going to go back and forth a couple times from F to C, then back to F to C again. One more time from F to C. Now here's where it changes. I go from F now to G7, right? So I'm going to pause you there. Take a look back at that line and kind of divide it up in your mind. You could do it a couple different ways. You know, you can think of it as F to C 3 times and then F to G7, or you can divide it up into 2 groups of 4, 2 FC, FC, right? And then the FC, FG7, whatever makes the most sense for you in dividing it up is good. But just make sure you really feel good about that pattern. Then on the next line, it gets even more complicated. We go from F to C, back to F, and then to C. Now here's where it changes. I go from F to D minor, to C, then to A minor, finally from D minor to G7, and back to C for 4, 3, 4. So that is sort of a case for kind of dividing it up into groups of 4, right? Because both lines start with an F, C, F, C, then it goes a little bit different, right? So you can kind of divide it up that way. Let's try the whole verse together here. I'll add the words. Actually, I won't add the words first. We'll play through verse 1 once, just the chords, then we'll play it through with the words. Because I probably won't be able to call out the chords over the words, so you'll have to feel good about it by then. Here we go. Verse 1, just the chords, starting on F. Ready, and 1, 2 to C, back to F, then to C. One more time, F and C, 1, 2, 1. Now F to G7, second line, back to F, 1, 2 to C, same beginning as before, F to C. Now here's what gets different. We go F to D minor, to C, A minor, then D minor, G7, and back to C. Whew! Here we go, let's add the words. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, lose my lands, if I ever lose my hands away, I won't have to work no more. And right there. So definitely take a pause here and make sure that you've reviewed the progression for both the chorus and the verses. The nice thing is that it's just verse, chorus, right? There's not a whole lot of confusion as far as the different parts of it. You just want to make sure you feel good about each progression. So feel free to pause here, go over it as much as you need to, and then come back. And next what we're going to do is play through the whole song all together. Here we go. Okay, we're here to play through the entire song of Moonshadow. I've got my chord chart right here. Make sure you've got yours too. We're going to start with the intro at the top. We'll take it just a little bit faster than when we were kind of breaking down the sections, but I'm still going to try to keep it slow enough so that you can really absorb it and learn it as you go. Here we go. Starting on C, intro at the top. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3. Now F, back to C, then to F, G7, and back to C. Here we go. I'm being followed, F by a moon, C, shadow, F, moon, G7, shadow, C, moon, shadow. Second line on your own. Here we go. Leaping and hopping on a moon, shadow, moon, shadow, moon, shadow, verse 1. And if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, get ready, something different, lose my land, second line. If I ever lose my all the way through. It's a bit of a tough one with how quickly, like I said, that left hand is moving, making a lot of moves here, a lot of chord changes. So feel free to go back and use this video as much as you need to review all those different sections. And then be sure to practice it without the video so you can really feel like that song has become a part of you on the inside as well. Enjoy your practice, and I'll look forward to seeing you for the next song.